Welcome. I'm going to give you a little weekly update today and kind of show you what I'm working on, show you what I'm doing. I'm going to show you around my property. I'm going to show you what Mike is working on. It's kind of like my newsletter, but in video format. So let's go. I am working on a few different projects this week, and one of them is a class that I'm hosting, and it's going to be a live class. I'm going to show you how to do bunch of different things like paper piecing, binding, a little bit of quilting, a little bit of applique. So I use these bins from Target. I will link them below for you. These are awesome. Like what size are they? It's a stackable bin, snap-on lid. Okay, so not quite 12 by 12, but they're great project bins because your pattern printed at 8.5 by 11 will fit in here. And then everything else you need. That way I don't have to leave it all sitting out. I can put it in the bin, I can put the lid on it, I can take it places, move it around, I don't lose anything, and I can see what's in because the bin is clear. So I am absolutely loving these Target bins. They're by Bright Room. Like I said, they'll be linked down in the comments for you guys. So I'm working on prepping for that class. And I'm also working on this week's pattern of the week. Do you want a sneak peek? Do you want to see what it's going to be? It's going to be this Lemon Star zipper pouch. So I just was selecting fabric from my fabric collection, and I'm landing on the snowman with some blue snow dots. Snow dots? Is that a thing? Dots, you get it, right? And then we've got some fun little stripes that I'm going to add in. So I'm going to work on that, and I will have a video for you guys on Friday showing you how to make this pouch. So those are some things I'm working on in the cottage. Now I'm going to take you into the house, and I'm going to show you what I'm working on inside the house. So my cottage is my studio. Like, this is my office where I work every day. I've got my desk there, you know, all the things. But I also have a sewing room inside the house. I don't know if you knew that or not. But in the evenings, I still want to be sewing and doing things, but I want to be in the house where my family is. So I have a cute little sewing room inside the house as well. And I tend to quilt in the house. I don't know why. I just do. And so I'm working on a Christmas applique quilt that I've been dying to share with you guys. So I'm going to show you that. But in the meantime, I want to show you my yard because we are in peak fall leaf changing season here in Minnesota, and our leaves are falling. They're not as full as they were even Saturday, but I got to show you around because it is so beautiful where we live. I never take it for granted. I absolutely love where we live. Yeah, I mean, I can't even get over the beauty here. We do live on a lake in northern Minnesota, if you didn't know. This will freeze in the winter, and we will be able to go walk on it, drive on it, you know, all the things, which is unbelievable, especially to those of you that don't live where it gets really cold, but it does here. Cold enough that, yeah, we can walk across this at some point. So, yeah, this is where the cottage is located, and then it's just so beautiful out right now. It's like 51 degrees. There's leaves everywhere. I wish you could smell them. I love the smell of the dried leaves in the sunshine in the fall. But yeah, so the house is up here. There's our dog Luna. Oh, and Gulliver, he's back by the tree. But yeah, just the leaves right now are stunning. You can see there are definitely, oh, and that's Tucker. Lots of them have fallen already. Mike cleaned up the yard a bit yesterday because yeah, we have to keep up on blowing the leaves out of here. But yeah, it is still really pretty, really stunning in this area. You can't beat Minnesota falls and summers. The winter, well, you know, if you like winter, if you like cold and snow, it's perfect. Except for last year when we didn't get any snow. But yeah, here's more of our trees, the cottage. I get asked all the time, like, because there's not a bathroom or running water in the cottage, but the house is literally right here. So we just walk to the house. It's not a big deal. I want to take you into the sewing room. But I had to share with you just how pretty it is right now. Especially when the sun hits those leaves, they're just so vibrant. All right, this is my in-the-house sewing room. It's a little messy right now because I've been busy with this project. Now, I'm not going to show you the entire quilt yet because I want to surprise you, but I just want to give you like a sneak peek of some of the blocks that I am working on. And this is where I'm headed with this quilt. I'm working on some peppermint blocks, and then there's going to be a lot of applique on this quilt. I have yet to stitch anything. I used like a really soft blush pink for the background, and then we've got the snow and all the pieces. But yeah, that's where we're working on for Christmas. I'm using, the fabric is called Kitty Christmas. This is some of the solid pieces that I got from that line. It is really, really cute. This is the fat quarter bundle right here. I got that from Missouri Star. It's so dang cute. So yeah, this is my room. I'm becoming a starcher. I have not consistently been someone who starches fabric, but let me tell you, the more I've been using this, the better my quilt blocks are looking and more accurate squares. Things cut better, they lay better, and they don't stretch out when you press them because of the starch. So I will say, if you're a quilter or just sewer in general and you have trouble squaring things up, this brand, let me tell you, it's not available anymore because they were bought out by someone and they have a new name. It's the same product under a different name. So, but yeah, I just keep that, and I have a spray bottle that I mix water in there, give it a good shake, spray it on my project, and then iron. That's how I do my starching, but I'm loving it. And yeah, I can't wait to show you more of this quilt very soon. All right, so Mike, my husband, he is in charge of anything that needs to be created or built, which a lot of times are like our embroidery supplies and things like that. And he also does all of the shipping. So whatever you order gets shipped, he takes care of that. So I'm gonna take you into his workspace and show you a little bit about what he's doing and what he's got going on inside the garage. So this is the garage, which is storage space, workspace, Mike's workspace. But we've got a bunch of packages that are getting picked up by the post office today. And Mike is working on packing and shipping some of our embroidery stands. So early orders from last week are heading out. So if you ordered one, watch for shipping notifications. But he's got a lot more to make, so it's going to be a while. Just know that. But this order is another one he's working on packing up. So what are you doing?
I am printing labels right now.
Printing shipping labels.
Getting people's stuff out.
All right. So yeah, that's what he does in here. That's just some of what he does. There's a lot of equipment and things like, that he uses to make embroidery stands. What do you got over there? Show us what that is.
So this one is our drill press. That's for obviously making all the holes for the recessed steel plates and drilling all the holes in all the arm pieces. And this is just the sander for rounding off the top edges and grinding the bolts down to fit.
Show us your painting station.
Painting station.
It's all in here, very crowded. We need to get our other building completed so that he has more room.
So this is it.
So this is where you paint everything and keep it all organized.
Take these out, spray them outside where it's clean, put it back in, let them dry for the night.
And then you do some engraving as well.
And then the next morning I engrave.
Can you show us
the laser room?
The laser room?
Part of my mess.
Yeah, it's a mess in here, but part of that is our youngest son, who's been doing some body work on his truck in the garage as well.
So these are the two lasers. This is primarily the one I use for doing engraving on mugs. It's got rotary, and this is the one I use for doing primarily the cutting and engraving.
We'll have to come back when you're actively working on some things, and I can share with you guys more of his process. All right, so that's a little bit about what goes on in there. You know what, I'm gonna try to make another video on a day where he is like actively cutting and sanding and, compiling all the parts and pieces for the embroidery stands. So yeah, just heading back down to the cottage right now. But I love showing off our area because it's just so pretty here, especially in the fall. Fall is my favorite here because we have so many maple trees that turn such beautiful colors. and they're just stunning. Even when the leaves are starting to fall, it's just so pretty. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Now, leave me a comment below if you liked this format and this little, 10-minute update, because I'll do more of them if it's something that is interesting to you and that you want to watch. And if there's more you'd like to see or have me share about, let me know, because I would love to share more of whatever it is you are looking for when you come to my channel. And then be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, because that way you get notified anytime I have an update and a new video gets posted. Thanks so much.